You got it?
Yeah.
You got something?
I'm just...
Go for it.
Okay, the wait is over. Part 2.
All right, we are back. Episode 2, Roller Skate Stories, featuring
Darion, the legendarian.
That's right. So, without any further ado, here it is. So, Dua Lipa, how did that come about?
Dua Lipa, man. All right, so Dua Lipa.
40 million views.
Yeah, something like that. No, the Dua Lipa story is a lot shorter. It's basically her choreographer went to one of the Usher shows and saw me and my skating partner on stage and was like, we want that. Because basically Dua Lipa was supposed to tour the COVID year. And then COVID happened and they had to postpone the tour. And originally it was supposed to be an all-girl roller skating cast. And then they found us and was like, this is what we need for sustainability of 100+ shows. So, yeah.
So you did 100+ shows.
100+ shows around the world, man.
Is that, what is that like? Is that a killer? Is it fun? Were you just having fun all the time?
Definitely having fun, man. But you know, a job is a job.
Yeah.
It comes with anything. Having to have that intense of a travel schedule where not only traveling state to state, but you know, once we're overseas, it's country to country every day. And sometimes doing it commercially, sometimes by tour bus, you know, like just such a sporadic schedule that you kind of had to find your moments, if that makes sense, to just take care of yourself or enjoy yourself, or you know what I mean. But definitely an intense camp, man. But I wouldn't trade it for the world. Life changing, man.
So were you on your free time? Were you going roller skating at some of the rinks?
In some of the cities like London and Paris, definitely tapped in with both of their skating communities, and they're so alive. They have so much potential in those two communities, but. I intend to go back out there this year just to kind of help give a little sense of direction, because the potential out there is unreal. Unreal.
So does she like to go skating in her free time?
She told me once that she would love to. However, you know, when you're an artist that is worth as much as she is,
Risk.
It's more of a liability, you know, because yeah, it's a health risk, and you know,
you don't want to get involved by fans.
if she hurts or she falls and hurts something, then automatically she's out, you know, and so that's also a big thing to commend Usher on, is that he is skating every night, and like. Dua Lipa definitely has the potential to do it in the future, 100%, because I'm sure she'll be wanting to use roller skating throughout the duration of her career.
Yeah, I think she has some videos where she skates, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. So any stories from the road that just stand out, like some night that things went wrong or went great, or anything that just stands out?
Yeah, I mean, this life that I've been given, I've gotten to meet all of my heroes from childhood, from the LeBron James to the Tyler the Creators, the Mos Defs, the Gorillas, you know, just meeting so many people that gave me the culture and the inspiration that I needed in order to do the craft that I do. Just kind of the full circle moments, even the full circle moment of Usher, to where his Confessions album was the first album that I spent my own money on. And then, you know, fast forward 15 years and I'm on his stage with him. It's just like, I could go on and on about the moments that just felt so surreal on the road, to where I had to pinch myself. I was like, man, I have to be dreaming, because this is exactly what I envisioned for myself as a 10-year-old kid putting them on for the first time, you know? So it's like...
Hated it.
Hated it.
Hated it, and to living the dream.
Oh, man.
Legend through and through.
Thank you,
and
guys.
It grows.
Thank you.
When it comes to equipment, like I am not too savvy with like wheels and trucks and bearings and stuff like that. With your history, I have a long history with skating, but it's nowhere near like your history.
Right.
Are you aware of like all of the different setups and settings?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. And I mean, I've skated in every boot from low top vanilla skates to like the hardest Olympic level Adeas. You know what I mean? So I kind of have so much range in the aspect of a skate setup that I got to kind of pick and choose the things that I liked and that I didn't like. And so, for instance, the current setup that I'm on right now is a Harlech performance boot, custom molded to my foot. That's so cool. That way, everything's gravy. You know what I mean? And then I have an Rydell Arias plate, and then I actually skate on vintage All-American wheels that are from 1980 something. And the reason the reason why I use those is because they were made with an asbestos formula, and basically asbestos is not only fire retardant, because that's why old buildings use them in the ceiling, but it's frictionless material, and so those types of wheels allow me to slide and have the same control on the skating floor. Yeah, so vintage All-Americans, that's what I rock for sure.
I'm sure a lot of people were going to ask you setups and something related to.
Yeah, for sure.
So we just had to get that out there.
Yeah, I get that question asked all the time in my DMs, and honestly, thank you for giving me the platform to just finally get 300 DMs out of the way.
There you go.
For sure.
So what do you got going on right now?
Oh, I was about to take a sip.
Go ahead,
put it down. No, it's okay. It's okay. So currently, I am, teaching skating lessons locally. I'm still going to local sessions and stuff. Just recently, I just booked a position on Jason Mraz's camp because he has a new album coming out. And so he wants to implement roller skating because he's a roller skater as well, who discovered me through Instagram and was like, whenever you have the time, we're gonna do this. And so now it's time. And so yeah, just working with artists, doing as much as I can to just keep my career sustainable.
You got me headed to the left, headed to the right, headed back and forth, but baby, it's alright. You got me going to the east, going to the west, going up and down, cause baby, you know best. All day, all night, running around, I'm never gonna stop because you never settle down. You got me shooting into space, flying at the sun. I'm never coming back cause baby you're the one. You got me dizzy, 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 dizzy on my feet. Can't eat, can't sleep every day of the week. All day, all night, running around. I'm never gonna stop because you never settle down. Heads up, heart attack, listen to me. You're driving me wild, got me down on my knees. All day, all night, running around. I'm never gonna stop because you never settle down.
Where do you see yourself 5 years from now?
5 years from now, I live such a lifestyle that so spur of the moment. I can get a phone call during this interview that is like, hey, you need to come back to LA because we have work tomorrow. And I can't say anything other than, all right, I'm on my way, So 5 years from now, I mean, definitely just continuing on, opening doors for others like within the skating community, because I mean, there's thousands of us, and I mean, whatever level of talent I may have doesn't matter, because there's always going to be someone better or worse than you, and it's not about that. It's about pinpointing your time in the same journey as those around you. And so, you know, if I had to be the one to open those doors, great. But at least I know those doors are open for everyone else to fall in line behind me, for sure.
Okay, last question.
Let's
Do you
get
have
it.
any advice for younger skaters?
Absolutely.
Look up to you.
Foundation is key, for sure. I'll look into the camera for this one, guys. Foundation is key.
Direct message.
I'd say don't let anyone point you into the direction that you already know that you should go on. Meaning, you know, like even this advice now is only advice. You won't know until you take those steps necessary that'll put you in those positions to make those decisions. So make those decisions, always count on yourself, bet on yourself, and yeah, success is all perspective, man. You know, if you woke up today, you're winning.
Spoken.
Do you have any more questions?
Risk. What was your biggest risk that you took?
Okay.
And what was your worst injury that you had?
Wow, that's insane. So biggest risk I could say that I've taken was honestly that time that I went to LA when I went viral, you know? Just taking that trip without knowing it was the biggest, you know, leap of faith. Just knowing that, you know, I don't know what's gonna happen this weekend. I don't know who I'm gonna see skate with, where I'm gonna skate. I don't know. All I know for sure is I'm gonna get in this car, drive to Los Angeles, and I'm gonna let this trip dictate whatever it needs to dictate, and look what happened, you know? So,
There you go.
yeah,
Reward.
that's definitely the biggest risk, turned into the reward. And the worst injury I experienced, I've broken everything, man.
Oh, really?
I've dislocated shoulders, ankles, freaking split my head open, all that, all 9. Yeah, man.
Wow.
So, hey, take care of your body because you only get one of those. And
Authenticity.
yeah,
That's crazy.
that's all I can say.
Man.
My man, thank you guys so much for having me.
Thank you for coming in.
Seriously.
Really appreciate it.
Absolutely, man. Can't wait to do more stuff with you and keep this, you know, skate scene going.
Great stories, baby.
Woo!
Okay, now.
Better?
That was worth waiting for.
Definitely. So I'm thinking, you know, in maybe a month or two, you're going to get a call from Dua Lipa and go on tour. What do you think?
Dreams come true every day, Roger. Why
right.
not?
Why not?
Why not?
Dream big. All right, we are about to sign off, but before we do, quick reminder: we've got another interview coming up next time.
Don't
with,
want to miss this one.
Yeah, Milton.
Meal ticket.
Meal ticket.
Hey, he's a big guy. He do
He's a big
things
guy.
that people are not supposed to do on skates, especially for his size. So you're in for a good meal, and you have an exclusive ticket. Put them together, meal ticket.
I don't know. I think I'll be bringing the popcorn. I'll just have some popcorn. But anyway, Milton Young, next time on Roller Skate Stories. Tune in for that. We also want to mention Adult Night, Chandler.
Tuesday, 8:30, 11 p.m.
Be there.
Don't miss it.
Yeah, it's great fun. You'll see Marcus in action, live and in
Definitely see
person.
Roger doing his thing, leading the train.
Well, no, I don't lead the train.
You're in the
Jack
mix.
does that. That's Jack. And we're going to talk to Jack at some point.
Excuse me, he's the conductor.
Now, what else? What else we need to mention? Oh yeah, subscriptions. We want people to subscribe. We still haven't figured out where the button is, but you can figure that out. Links to our other pages. I still don't know if Marcus has done his job or not.
Instagram coming soon, bio in description. We'll have more information for sure.
All right. I love it. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time on Roller Skate Stories.